everybody. This is Nancy Jackson Johnson of Jersey Shore Worship coming back at you. Listen, we have missed you guys. We have been working so diligently. We did our event on October 3rd. Needed a little bit of a break to get recouped, and now we are back talking with our partners, finding out what they're doing in this season, hearing all about their ministry. And so we just want to, first of all, thank you to everyone that has supported Jersey Shore Worship October 3rd, our Love Rise event. It was incredible, blew us away. God's favor was there again with us. Thank you to everyone, our core team. Shout out to you, to our board members, and to all of our partners. And today it gives me great joy to talk to, they have been partners for years with a different pastor, but now they have a new pastor. And we're so excited to introduce her to you and the congregation and what they're doing there now. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the pastor of Shrewsbury Avenue, AME Zion Church in Red Bank, New Jersey, Pastor Janet Jones. Help me welcome her right now. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you. Thank you for that exuberant welcome. Yeah.
Well, we are excited to talk to you and to find out all that is going on at your church. Can you, first of all, give us the address of your church? Where are you located?
It's Shrewsbury Avenue, AME Zion Church at 285 Shrewsbury Avenue in Red Bank, New Jersey. It's right on the corner of Shrewsbury Avenue and Doctors Parker Boulevard, also known as West Bergen Place.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's,
Awesome. Wonderful.
Yep.
285 Shrewsbury Avenue in Red Bank.
Shrewsbury Avenue.
All right. Right on the corner. You can't miss it. It's a beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, you can't miss it.
It's beautiful.
Red doors and this huge picture of the Good Shepherd and some sheep.
Yes, it's lovely. So, Pastor, describe to us your church. Tell us all about Shrewsbury Avenue, AME Zion.
Well, Shrewsbury Avenue AME Zion Church is a part of the AME Zion Church, or the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church, which is a traditional denomination that grew out of the John Street Methodist Episcopal Church in Lower Manhattan.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, when at one time blacks, slave-free whites all worshiped together, communed together.
Wow.
Until the social social injustices began to creep into the church.
Wow.
And then blacks couldn't do communion with them, had to sit in the balcony.
Wow.
So we separated from them.
Okay.
And formed our own congregation. So we're part of a denomination that's 224 years old. The Shrewsbury Avenue Church congregation is 193 years old.
Ooh, wow.
And we're connectional. If you're a member of Shrewsbury Avenue, you're a member of every AME Zion church in the world.
Oh, wow.
And it's, as I said, we're a traditional African-American Methodist church. We are a congregation that has diminished in size for a variety of reasons, because we don't have the same pastor forever.
Okay.
We get appointed to our charges, so.
Wow.
But it's a congregation that
so tell us about.
We get appointed.
First of all, tell us about your journey. How did you start? What were your beginnings in ministry, and how did you, first of all, recognize the call? Because first of all, it's great to talk to a woman pastor. Shout out to all the women pastors out there. How did you begin in ministry? Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Well, I've been in the church most of my life. I grew up in I spent my early childhood in rural North Carolina, born in the backwoods of the backwoods.
Wow.
And so church was a part of my life. Sunday school every Sunday, worship every Sunday, at the Methodist church 2 Sundays, at the Baptist church 2 Sundays. And so I've always been involved in the church until I went to college. I didn't go to church very much. I met a lot of seminarians and preachers, and I told them I wasn't ever going back to church because of them. Yeah, I did. But at some point, you know, there was this void
Wow.
in my life, and I believe that the Lord was calling me 20 years before I heard.
Mm. Wow.
You know, sometimes life just gets in the way
Yeah.
because I didn't go to church, and I was my husband was a Roman Catholic, and so I used that as an excuse not to go to church because I wasn't going to. At least I wasn't going to raise my children. But
Okay.
anyway, I came back to New Jersey from Detroit, Michigan,
Okay.
and the first thing I did was take my children to Sunday school, where I went to Sunday school. And I
Okay.
realized what had been missing from my life.
Wow.
And so I began serving in the church in whatever capacity I was needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that there was a pull on my life.
Wow.
But what it was, you know, and after I answered the call, people said, "Well, I saw you running." I said, "I really wasn't running. I was trying to find, I was
Oh,
seeking."
wow.
And on the
Yeah.
first Sunday in August, 1998, the first Sunday in August, I was at our family reunion in North Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
back in the woods,
Mm-hmm.
and the pastor preached a sermon entitled Treasure in Dirty Vessels, from
Mm.
2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7.
Wow.
And I read that and I studied that every day, every morning. And on December 1st of that year, it was like I was sitting at my desk reading that text, thinking about it. And it was like clarity.
Mm.
And,
Wow.
and I remember I just started laughing because, and I went to see my pastor. I said, "Hey, I don't know where God's leading me, but I know I have to be ordained to do it."
Oh, wow.
But
That's
anyway, we arranged. I preached my first sermon in February 1999, entered seminary in the fall.
wow.
And I'm at peace with life. You
Wow.
know, there's nothing that life has brought me that has changed the course.
Wow. Wow. That's what a beautiful journey. I love that your story is not, it's not traditional, because sometimes you hear some minister, they were raised in church and they were brought up in church and they always knew that God had a hand on their lives. Your story is like, listen, I didn't want any parts of that. Though I felt and knew that God called me, um, you were still searching and seeking God, and your surrender, in that moment, you acted upon it. And what do you feel that just gave you the desire to say, you know what, Pastor, listen, I feel God has a hand on my life. What brought you
Well,
to that point?
it's like Bishop asked me once, "How do I know I'm called?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Because there's this irresistible pull."
Mm,
And it was that irresistible pull. I just
yeah, you feel a
went
draw.
with the guidance of the Spirit. There was just no fear, nothing could deter me.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, what do you love about being a pastor right now at this moment? Because I'm a PK, and I've watched my parents serve, in many different capacities. I saw the highs, even from afar as a little kid. I wasn't invited in those conversations, but we overheard things. I, saw my mother cry and hear them pray, and you know, um, what do you love about being a pastor?
What I love about, well, our congregation, we have representation in every age group except infants. We don't have any infants right now, but
Mm-hmm.
we have a 1-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I love just being able to touch lives.
Mm.
I love uh, uh, seeing people grow. I love seeing people get it. I love seeing how God transforms lives,
Mm-hmm.
and some in very dramatic ways,
Yes, he
and
does.
some was more subtle. And I love it because I see it in the whole spectrum. I see it in young kids, teenagers. I see it in people who in their 70s and 80s and been in church all their lives.
Wow. Wow.
And I've met people 70 some years old, and their daughter says, I don't know what you're doing,
Mm.
mother, but keep doing it. And she had this, not in this congregation, another congregation.
Uh,
But
wow.
I've had people that age said, I never heard this before, because
Wow.
there was a gap, a teaching gap.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
And I love seeing people get it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are joining us right now, we are talking to Pastor Reverend Janet Jones of the Shrewsbury Avenue AME Zion Church, located at 285 Shrewsbury Avenue in Red Bank. First of all, I was just admiring your smile, Pastor. The light of Christ that shines through you. Can you tell us a little bit more now about Shrewsbury Avenue AME Zion? What do you love about your church? What is unique, and what are some of the highlights, if you will, about your church?
One thing I love about Shrewsbury Avenue is we have some strong lay leaders,
Mm. Mm.
and who are not only good leaders but good followers,
Oh, that's
and are willing to step out of their comfort zone
mm, love that.
and branch out and do things. Um, and I love that there's this willingness
Mm.
to serve,
Wow, that's awesome.
and there's a desire among some, a very strong desire to just grow in their faith. You know, I can't say everybody's there, but there are those there that makes me know, hey,
Mhm.
I'm in this.
Wow, I love it.
You know, it's those moments that
Mhm.
kind of lift the pastor from down here to up here,
Oh,
when you encounter a person who says, I need help, I
wow.
want to grow.
Hmm. Well, that says a lot about your leadership, to have a congregation of people that are willing to serve, that are willing to learn and willing to grow. Um, you should be proud, because that lets, that first of all, God is moving through you, through your preaching, your teaching, your guidance, through your leadership. So God bless you. God
Yeah,
bless.
but I want you to know they didn't just get like that since
Yeah.
I've been there.
Okay.
But I think we've grown more. We've gotten to a different level because I grew up in this congregation,
Okay. Okay.
so I know a lot of people. Some of them nurtured me,
Oh, wow. That's,
and now I have an opportunity to nurture them in ways that they need. So
oh, wow.
it's kind of great.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. So what are the highlights? Can you name one event that just blessed your life? I know you guys do some great things in your community, but is there one particular event that you can share with our audience that your church has done, in terms of your outreach?
Well, just most recently, I guess, I have to preface this by saying another thing that really excites me is when people stop compartmentalizing their lives and see
Mhm.
that their faith is they live their faith on their job, could be their ministry, it could be ministry and all of that. So
That's
that
good.
all kind of came together one day when we partnered with because one of our, well, you know who she is, one of our members works for Aetna.
Oh yeah.
So we partner with the
Thank you,
insurance
Kate.
company, and to do a flu clinic. There was the food bank to do to give away food, medical information. We were supposed
Oh,
to have a flu clinic, but earlier during COVID, we also partnered with uh, uh, well, uh, New Jersey Reentry New Jersey Corporation, Reentry Corporation of New Jersey. They approached us, and we joined with them, and the Masons, and I don't know who else worked with them, but they gave away food to people, and because a lot of people needed food because they were out of work,
wow.
and so we were blessed to be able to bless the community
That's awesome.
with food, with information, with health information,
Oh wow.
and it brought together another congregation, the Iglesia La Mana
Ah,
deals.
oh, great.
And they came and joined with us in that outreach. So it gave us an opportunity to partner with them
Oh, that's
and do this.
beautiful. I love it that you guys came together with another church in your area. That's so beautiful. And the fact that you guys extended your reach, that's what Christ told us to do in his word, is to minister to the lost and to uh, feed the hungry. And so you guys are walking out the gospel and doing exactly what Christ told us to do. That's absolutely beautiful. And shout out to Keisha Jones.
Yes.
We love you. And Etna, they have been a partner of Jersey Shore Worship
Yeah.
for the past 4 years, and so grateful for Keisha and her work that she does there, as well as Etna Better Health of New Jersey. Pastor, I heard you talk about, you know, what people are needing right now in the midst of this crisis that we're in. Um, how would you minister to someone right now that is dealing with COVID and the effects of it, or unemployment? Because there's so many things that are happening right now in our society. Can you just share an encouraging word to someone right now that's saying, you know what, I'm tired, I've got pandemic fatigue, and does God even hear me? I'm tired of church. It's not working for me. God, where are you? Can you take a moment and just minister right now to someone right now?
I would say, don't allow what you cannot control to take over your life.
Mm,
COVID is here, but we don't have to fear it.
mm,
We have to respect it
mm,
because of what it can do. So that's why we encourage people to, wash your hands, wear your face coverings, keep your distance, because we have to respect that which can do us harm, especially that which we can't see.
mhm,
And just as we can't see that enemy, we have a God we can't see.
mm,
But just as we know this virus is there,
mhm.
we know God is there too.
Ooh, come on.
And 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 we, instead of focusing on the fear and what we cannot do, let's focus on what we can do. Okay, if you're unemployed right now, there's still work available. It may not be what you have been doing,
Mm,
but it is honest, respectable, and you get a paycheck.
yeah.
And if you're hungry, call us. We can get you food. We can take you shopping. We can give you, there are ways that there's help out there.
Yeah.
And we cannot allow our fears and our pride
Mm,
to keep us from meeting the needs of our families.
mhm,
And when your belly is full and you know you have shelter and safety and you're not afraid of tomorrow, then you can hear from God.
mm,
And if we listen for God,
mhm,
you'll know without a doubt that this too shall pass.
yeah. Wow.
And there's help out there.
Yeah, there is.
Uh,
Wow, that's awesome.
I,
So powerful. That's so powerful, Pastor. If you are watching right now, you are listening to Pastor Janet Jones. She is the senior pastor of Shrewsbury Avenue, AME Zion Church, located at 285 Shrewsbury Avenue in Red Bank, New Jersey. If you just heard this wisdom and you feel a connection right now to this woman of God, we invite you to attend their services. Pastor, can you tell us your service times and days of the week? Can you give us that information?
okay, we have one worship service on Sunday, yeah, at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And, and right now we are on, you can catch us on Facebook Live through our Facebook page, Shrewsbury Avenue AME Church, AMEZ Church.
Okay.
And So we're on Facebook Live. We use a platform called GoToMeeting. It's similar to Zoom, but it's GoToMeeting.
Okay.
And we're on that, and conference call.
Awesome. Awesome. I want to get that information from you so we can put it at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
So you'll have the information right at the bottom of the screen. So you can join them Sundays, 11 a.m. And that's in person, or that's on Zoom or Facebook?
We are not in person yet. As a denominational church, we have a board of bishops.
Okay.
And our bishops actually shut down every AME Zion church in the world.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And because and we have not reopened yet. We do things in the church, but we're not open for worship in the church.
But you can join them on their Facebook page, which is Shrewsbury, AME, the letter Z Church. That's Shrewsbury. And that's going to be in the bottom of the screen, but it's SHREWSBERRY.
Okay, I will.
Shrewsbury Avenue, AME, the letter Z Church. That's the name of their Facebook page. So join them 11 a.m. on their page and get encouraged, restored. If you are in the Red Bank area and you feel connected, the Tinton Falls area, wherever you are, along the vicinity of that church, and you feel a connection, you want to get involved in the outreach ministries that they're doing there. They're reaching the community, touching the community, feeding the community, as well as ministering hope to those in the community. So please stay connected. Pastor, do you have a website?
Nah, the one they had was taken down. We haven't put it up yet, so we don't have a website yet.
No problem, but you can get connected to them through their Facebook page. And Pastor, as we're leaving, where do you see Shrewsbury AME Zion going in the future? What do you see coming?
In the future, I see us just broadening our ministries to, especially in the area of education. We are going to, in January, we're starting a series of classes. We're actually, I've charged a couple of people to build an education team.
Oh, awesome.
And it's not just Bible study and Sunday school, but it's like, we're starting a financial services ministry.
Oh.
We're starting some life skills ministries.
Wow.
We're after the first of the year. We haven't started it yet, but we're branching out to minister to the whole person, mind, body, and spirit.
Love that.
Prayerfully, I will see this congregation just being more active in the areas of social justice. I ministered for 16 years in Staten Island, New York, and we were very much involved in social justice, ecumenical, and interfaith ministries.
Love it.
And the opportunities are different here, but they're there, and it really broadens our understanding of what it means to be a Christian.
Amen.
It broadens our understanding of what it means to share Christ. Amen. Because how do my Hindu and Muslim friends get to know Christ if they never dialogue with a Christian?
I love it.
So it's like before interfaith, I'd be with Muslims, Christians, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists. We're all talking about our faith,
Right.
And we gain understanding of each other and solidarity, and we learn to work together in the community for the good of the community.
Yes.
So we have to broaden our reach and our embrace.
Pastor, I love you. Oh, I just love you, because that's what Jersey Shore Worship's, our vision has been mainly about, is coming together and uniting within the body of Christ. But God did something really different through Jersey Shore Worship this year, where he took us out of our comfort zone and caused us to do something with the community, where we worked with the police department.
Yeah.
And literally, we were like, what is this? But how will they know us if we don't get out of those four walls,
right,
out there and connect, have conversation, like you said, have dialogue, begin to build relationship, share Christ, share our faith, through respect. That's what's so beautiful about coming together and
Yeah.
united.
And
And
how do we bridge this divide between the community and the police if we never do things together? We never work
oh,
to
wow,
build
wow.
relationships. It's all about building relationships.
Really is. It really is. See, now I could talk to you all day about this. This is
I
just
know, we gotta go.
this is up my alley. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, you just heard what she said. This is a woman that is connected in her community. She believes in connecting other people, interfaith, building networks and relationships. And that's so vitally important. And you heard what they're planning to do in January. They're going to be giving courses in education, life skills, also talking about social justice. So if this is a passion of yours to grow in your faith, to grow in the word of God so that you're applying it to your life, then I'm telling you, this is the church for you. One more time, just to share with you, this is Pastor Janet Jones. She is the senior pastor of Shrewsbury Avenue, AME Zion Church, located at 285 Shrewsbury Avenue in Red Bank. Right now, they're having services online on their Facebook page. They go live on Sundays at 11 a.m. And the name of their Facebook page is Shrewsbury Avenue AME Z Church. Okay, that's Shrewsbury Avenue AME Z Church. Okay, so please connect with them. This was a delightful conversation, Pastor. Just thank you for your support of God's vision for unity, of us coming together as one. I know you've attended our events and you've been there. So thank you so much. And God bless you and your pastorship, your leadership, as well as your family and your church family. Thank you for saying yes to being a part of this. This was a great conversation.
Okay, thank you.
God
God
bless
bless.
you. And we'll see you soon.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.